Let me go, you keep shouting, and I'll knock you out first. Ah. What are you going to do with me? Take me back to Dongqing Han. I'm certain he's still around. Don't I finally manage to sneak out? If you send me back, I'll be finished for sure. Then tell me, how do you know about my plans? Okay, I'll tell you. Ask, what do you want to know? Why do you know the content of our conversation? I covered my surroundings with my divine sense. No one was close to it. How did you ever drop out of our conversation? Of course, I overheard everything. You dare lie to me. I didn't lie to you. I heard everything myself. How did you manage that? You're only a peak separation and reunion cultivator. How could you avoid the wind and cloud dual guard's divinity sense? Naturally, I have my own ways. Oh, really? I am the Dong Dong family's young lady. How could I not have one or the self-defense artifacts? Artifact, you concealed your presence with a mysterious artifact. Ops, I said something I shouldn't have. I'll show it to you if you promise not to take it from me. I'm just curious. Just pour some yuan che into it. Disappeared. Since you haven't yet reached the immortal ascension boundary and gained the use of your divine sense, you wouldn't understand just how amazing this artifact is. It's just like she said, I just used my divine sense to examine the area where she was sitting, but I didn't find anything unusual. It's like no one was ever here. This secret artifact is somewhat interesting. Put it away and don't ever expose it to strangers. Of course, I won't do that. I'm not a fool. So, how much did you hear? Probably almost all of it. How much did you understand? I know you want to go to the Pale Saints Peak, and I also know you really are my co-worker. Earlier, you said there was a way for me to get close to my goal. Was that true? Of course, it's true, but now I don't feel like telling you. Do you have conditions? Fine, name it. The condition is, don't let my brother catch me. This girl had snuck out of her home. Dongqing Han's appearance in Medicine King's Valley was also probably because he had been chasing after her. Although I'm closely related to her, after all, it's their family's internal matter. Cousin, it's so suffocating and boring at home that I just wanted to go out for a walk. After a few days of playing outside, I'll go back, so please don't tell them. If you don't help me, I'll tell everyone that you're the son of the Young family, and then we'll see what happens to you. This will be trouble, but I can't kill her like an enemy. I'm going to tell Dongqing Han that you're here. You heartless meanie, smelly cousin, I hate you. Even though I'm going to tell your brother, I'll also let you stay here if you don't make trouble for me. Deal. I promise you, I'll be obedient. Okay, I will write a letter to your brother. Dong Family Medicine Store. She escaped. How could that be? Did all of you grow up eating nothing but shit? Even with so many of you on guard, in the blink of an eye, she just vanished. What are you still standing around stunned for? Each and every one of you is worthless. Get out there quickly and start looking. If you can't find the young lady, then don't come back. Young master, inside the Medicine King's Valley, fighting is strictly prohibited. The young lady won't be in any danger, so you shouldn't worry too much. Maybe after a little while, she come back on her own. I'm afraid she might leave the valley. That little girl is simply too ignorant of the ways of the world. She just experienced a major crisis, but she's already forgotten about it and will run off again. Who is the Dong family's son? I am. Greetings, young Master Dong. A young gentleman instructed me to deliver a letter to you. Where is it? Anything about the young lady's whereabouts? Indeed. Well, it looks like she went to Yang Kai's place. If she is with her brother Yang, we don't have to worry about it. Open the room next door to this young lady. Yes, good guest. My cousin is the best. Wronged you. For this reason, I can't do anything about this little girl. Yener is so thereatning. If she exposes Yang Kai's identity, it won't be a joke. Then, if there is any problem, I will take care of it. Fine. Cousin. What now? Nothing. Igor Young, accompany this young lady out for a trip. You can play. I won't be accompanying you today. Do you not want to enter that place anymore? Are we going to Pilsane's Peak today? Do you want to go out with this young lady now? Let's go. Medicine King's Valley Town. Wow. See that? That's the entrance to the Hidden Cloud Peak. Hidden Cloud Peak entrance. These people's chests have an alchemist badge. Yes. Common grade mid-rank alchemist. Just wait, whether you can go to the place you want to will depend on what happens next. What the hell are you doing? According to my knowledge, these people are here. Did you come here to become a disciple? Of course, Grandmother Zhao's disciple recruitment is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The reason I escaped from home at this time was precisely for this reason. Escort Young, you're not going to tell my brother, are you? I just want to know what relationship this has with my goal. Hidden Cloud Peak is not far from your objective if you can enter there. Indeed, if you can enter Hidden Cloud Peak, it is not far from Pilsane's Peak. There are only two small hills separated by the two peaks. But I don't understand alchemy. Grandmother Zhao's disciple recruitment notice clearly stated that even if you do not understand alchemy, you would still have a chance. The only thing you can master is if you have the appropriate aptitude. Cousin Yang, please don't go tell my brother about this, okay? We can go in and see. I have done a lot of preparation. The only thing I'm uncertain about is if you can come too. I didn't expect the method Dong Qingyan spoke of is actually this. I have never touched the subject alchemy. How can I pass Grandmother Zhao's test? However, compared to the Alchemy Summit, this is maybe more promising. I can only try now. Finally here. It's Medicine King's Valley's Qinzi. He's only 35 years old, but has already become a top-rank alchemist. Shh, be quiet. He is the genius of this generation's Medicine King's Valley disciples. I heard he was even likely to become the next Valley Lord. Gentlemen, for Uncle Zhao's disciple recruitment test, this Qinzi will be your invigilator. The scent of pills. Gentlemen, for Uncle Zhao's disciple recruitment test, this Qinzi will be your invigilator. The scent of pills. The test of become Grandmother Zhao's disciple won't be simple. Yeah. May I ask, what kind of pill of this? A poison pill. Although it is a poison pill, swallowing it is not fatal. But if your aptitude is not high enough to resolve its effect, you'll be sick for 3 or 5 months at least. I'll go first. Me too. Please refine it completely. Ahaha, why the poison pills Grandmother Z refined are so potent. What? No ability whatsoever. They're not dead. But it seems like they are paralyzed. It's so hot. So hot. What? The pills in the pot is clearly the same, but it can have different effects. It's indeed the work of a master alchemist. Shameless. After less than 30 breaths of time, the first group of alchemists to take this poison pill test was annihilated. People are constantly getting poisoned and losing consciousness. The whole test scene was gloomy. I'm not convinced. How can a poison pill test my extraordinary talent? I want to go to Hidden Cloud Peak to meet the master. Master, please give this young one a chance. Kick him down. Grandmother Z, I am worthy to inherit your mantle. Please give this junior a chance. These people have gone crazy. Are you sure you want to go up and take that poison pill? Yes. You've also seen those people reactions. Just passing out and falling to the ground could be considered lucky. If you fail the test and you rip off all of your clothes in the process. Dong family's young lady stripping off all her clothes, it'd make for a great after-drink conversation. That's unlikely. Don't say it. Stop talking. Even so, if you were to publicly put out a few farts. I know you're trying to scare me so that I'll go back to my brother. But even seeing everything that's happened, I still want to try this feat. I prepared so much just for this single opportunity, and now that I'm here, how could I just give up so easily and go home? If things really turn out like you said, please take me away quickly, but this, she can't be discouraged anymore. Wow. An Earth-grade, top-rank alchemist. Wait, isn't he the genius alchemist the Wang family has been raising? Wang Charon. He also came. If he tries, maybe he can really pass Grandmother Zhao's test. Another Earth-grade mid-rank alchemist from the Chong family. Good, we'll finally get to see something interesting. Look there, that Earth-grade mid-rank alchemist. He's the young talent from the Shang family. The alchemists from the various great families are finally coming out. After you, Brother Wang. Among us, only Brother Wang has managed to reach the Earth-grade top rank. Naturally, you should be first. Many thanks, then this Wang will partake. So, what if he was an Earth-grade, top-rank alchemist? In front of Uncle Zhao's personally refined poison pill, even if it was a heaven-grade alchemist, if his aptitude was not good enough, the end result would be the same. As the youths on stage began refining these pills, the members of the audience down below all held their breaths. Down is Dan Shai from Chong family also down. One after another, these great forces of alchemists gradually failed. After a stick of incense, Wang Charon was the only one left on the platform. Completely annihilated, there is only one left. If Wang Charon couldn't pass this test, then I really don't know who else can. Brother Wang, no need. Brother Qin, I resolved the poison pill. Did I pass? Failed. May I ask a respected senior how we can pass this test? In fact, you were just one step away from passing, but unfortunately, Junior. Thanks for his guidance. After Wang Charon left the high platform for quite a while, no one dared to go up on stage. Sometimes missing a single opportunity will be someone's lifelong regret. Then should we go up? Let's go. Good job, little girl. You have courage, young lady. If you please, rest assured, I'll observe you. After a full cup of tea's time, hey, this girl is pretty good. She's managed to last for this long. How did she do it? She's definitely another alchemy genius, possibly even greater than Wang Charon. I know her. She's the Dong family's young lady, Dong Qingren. Ah, what happened to me? Ha ha ha, good, good. Finally, someone managed to pass Uncle Zhao's test. Passed, young lady. This senior just said you have passed the Grandmaster's test. What? Little girl, congratulations, you have passed this test. From now on, you are my Uncle Zifu Sheng's disciple. This Qin should be calling you junior sister. Now, I'm Grand Master Zhao's disciple. Yenner greets Qin's senior brother. Junior sister is to polite. Uncle Z accepting you as his disciple is a blessing for our Medicine King's Valley. Now that junior sister has passed Uncle Zhao's test, you will be immediately counted as one of our Medicine King's Valley's disciples. If you have no other matters to settle first, you can accompany me into Medicine King's Valley. Can you not enter the peak if you are not a disciple of the Grandmother? That is natural. Then what about cousin? Senior brother, Yenner as guardian would also like to try. I wonder if it's possible. Yenner as guardian has been protecting her since she was just a child, so, since he would like to try, then so be it. In any case, there are still a lot of Uncle Zhao's poison pills remaining. What level of alchemist is he? He's not an alchemist, not an alchemist. Do you really think you can pass the test? May I ask, did predecessor Zhaoyou ever state that someone with no experience in alchemy could not participate in this disciple recruitment test? But since you have never learned alchemy before now, your future achievements on this path will naturally not be anything significant. Indeed, Uncle Z did not say so. According to what this junior knows, Grandmother Zhiso himself was 26 years old when he was first exposed to alchemy. This junior is still only 17 this year, nearly 10 years younger than Grandmother Z when he began learning. Who the hell do you think you are? A damn brat? How dare you compare yourself with Grandmaster Z? Grandmother Z is a heaven-sent genius. He was born for the alchemist path, so what if he was 26 years old when he began practicing alchemy? Even if he had been 40 or 5 years old, it would have been the same. How could a nobody like you hope to compare with him? Enough. What you have said is not without reason. Since Uncle Z did not set any requirements about having to have practiced alchemy beforehand, you are indeed still qualified to take this test. Go get yourself a poison pill. He is going to humiliate himself. He reached the true element boundary at such a young age. If it's not an alchemy, he will surely achieve something great in martial arts. Even just a rival guardian is so powerful. The Dong family's background is not shallow. Not good, my true young Che has already refined the poison. Dong Qingyan had spent only slightly more than a cup of tea worth of time to pass this test, which I completed in a few breaths. Maybe it will cause some trouble. Let's pretend like I'm still refining it. No, I can't help it. How can a guard do it? Besides, how can it be so fast? Uncle Z said as long as he could find even a single suitable successor, he would be satisfied. If a second person were to also succeed, wouldn't his old uncle cry out in joy? If the hidden cloud peak were to obtain more than one successor, it would not be hard to imagine it flourishing in the future. Failed. I held it in for a long time. How is it that the wisp of black gas moved back and forth from his brow? This is very different from what Uncle Z said the situation should be. Senior brother Chen, how did he do? And he did all right? Although his aptitude is not nearly as high as his junior sister's, this can still barely be considered a pass. What? He also passed Senior Chen? That little brat must have cheated somehow. That's right, Senior Chen, this bastard has never even performed alchemy before. A completely unranked alchemist, how could he have passed Grandmother Zhao's test? This is my Uncle Zhao's personally refined poison pill. No one, I repeat, no one can avoid its effects. Even if it was an immortal ascension boundary master who had taken this pill without an appropriate aptitude for alchemy, he would still be unable to bear it. If you are not satisfied, you can try it yourself. A bunch of trash, but these guys used up a lot of pills. End of the test. Junior brother, junior sister, would you like to go to Hidden Cloud Peak now? I'd like to first go talk with my brother. Good, I'll come with you. After you say your goodbyes, then we will proceed to the Hidden Cloud Peak. Yanner has actually passed Grandmother Zhao's test, but the lady had grown up spoiled. Now that she's suddenly changing to a strange new environment, I'm a little worried about her. Yanner worshipping Zifu Sheng as her master is very good for the Dong family. But now that the ship had sailed, so unless the Dong family was willing to completely offend and break off all ties with Medicine King's Valley, they would never even dream of trying to snatch Dong Qingyan back from them, yes. Along with the young lady and young Master Yang, another man is accompanying them, and he should be a steward of medicine in King's Valley. Come with me, big brother, big brother. I did it. Nonsense. Something this important, yet you didn't even discuss it with me in advance. Cough. This junior greets Senior Chin, young Master Dong, since your younger sister has passed this test. She is now a disciple of my Medicine King's Valley, my Uncle Zhao's apprentice, and this kin's junior sister. Although she is still a member of your Dong family, you are no longer allowed to arbitrarily hit her. Alchemy is a distinguished profession, and different from your fist-throwing, sword-wielding bunch. Their minds are important, do you understand? How would you compensate for this world if you damaged her brain by striking her? You just called me senior. Yanner is now this kin's junior sister, so she is now also of higher seniority than you. How can you raise your hand against your senior? Do you not even understand something so simple? However, it's not like the young Massader Dong is a brainless person. Junior sister, please finish up your discussion with young Master Dong as soon as possible. I'll wait for you downstairs, okay? Well, aren't you a big deal? Should I be calling you Senior Dong now? He was about the father's side. I'll tell him. I don't believe he will try to stop you. Daddy will definitely be proud of me. Once you've entered Medicine King's Valley, be extremely careful, and whatever happens, don't even think of getting Yanner involved. We'll be taking our leave. Bye-bye, Pill Saint Peak. Small Hills. Hidden Cloud Peak. Wow. Trespassers will die. Wow. Junior brother and sister are no longer outsiders. Let's go. Ha ha ha. It seems alchemists were a group of unsociable and arrogant people. All of them had eyes on top of their heads. Senior brother, how many people live there on the mountain? That's a good question. Uncle Z lives there alone, aside from to servants who take care of him and no one else. Uncle Z was obsessed with alchemy, had never married, and had never taken any disciples until this year when he suddenly changed his mind and decided to recruit a successor. Why did grandmother suddenly change his mind? This, about Uncle Zhao's thoughts, I dare not presume to speculate. This is something you should ask him about yourself. The test today was indeed to pass his knowledge to a worthy successor. It seems like Zifu Sheng is going to pass away soon. We almost arrived. Wow, so many herbs scattered about. Does no one secretly come to pick them? Anyone who dares to steal from Medicine King's Valley will soon find themselves without their head, so who would dare to? You three wait here. Uncle Chin, please also allow us to do in. What do you want to do there? Since we entered Medicine King's Valley until now, we have only been able to pay our respects to predecessor Z from afar, now that we are here well. Yes, Grandmother Z stays busy all day, so I never met him. Please, uncles. Very well, but you are not to speak. Uncle Z does not like it when people disturb his home's tranquility. It seems that Zifufu Shengsheng's position within every alchemist's Sulkist's heart, even the disciples of medicine in King and King's Valley were thrilled simply being able to meet him. My two ladies, please inform Uncle Z that the people he requests have been brought over. 2. Yes, to people passed the test, disciple greets these elders. You Amy call me Auntie Xing, and this is Auntie Lan. You do not have to be so anxious here, just treat this place like your own home. From now on, both of you will be living here for quite some time. Yeah, when we first came to Hidden Cloud Peak, we were nearly the same age as you two, yet in a flash, over 20 years passed in a flash. 20 years, doesn't it mean they are over 30 years old? To mistresses, is uncle. Hidden Cloud Peak had their people living here for a long time. You can be counted as a new addition. Master is currently practicing alchemy, but the news from the valley town has long since been passed back here. Once Master finishes refining his furnace of pills, he will meet with them. So the 4 of you may leave. Then I shall leave things here to you. Hey, that's the Master. This is Zifu Sheng, pill. There's no pill veins, no pill veins. Without pill veins, it's useless. The pill is radiating a rich aura and its color is flawless. It's clearly a good heaven grade or higher pill, but in Zifu Sheng's eyes, this pill is now completely worthless. Master, the 2 juniors you were expecting have come. HM.A. Very good, very good. You are also very good, but your mutterous aura is to dense, young ones. Stretch out your hands and let me take a look. You faked your test results. Predecessor's insight is impressive. He didn't cheat. He took the poison pill in front of everyone and then forced out the black gas. How could he fake his results? I'm not saying that his aptitude isn't good enough, but he deliberately delayed focusing out the black gas. Apparently, he did not want to draw too much attention to himself. On the contrary, his attitude is probably better than yours. What? How did the predecessor find out? I designed the test myself. How could I not find out? In fact, this old master's poison pill was designed specifically so that 99% of alchemists would be unable to pass the test, because they have not paid enough attention to their cultivation and the purity of their yuan che. But it might be a different story for those gifted talents who cultivate fire or young attribute secret arts. No wonder. Then was I able to pass the test because my family never supported me to study alchemy. About the alchemic path, many people are wrong, even this old master is wrong. Grandmother, if what you said is true, wouldn't it be better for you to find a child with the appropriate aptitude and train them starting from a young age? A child, this old master cannot wait that long. Grandmother, well, it's nothing serious. I'll live a few more years yet, but in this lifetime I fear I will not be able to break through the mysterious grade top rank and see just what kind of level lies beyond that. Although I may be unable to accomplish this, I want to cultivate a spirit-grade alchemist who will one day break free of this world's shackles, so I will be counting on the two of you. Predecessor Z, please forgive me. The reason this junior came to Hidden Cloud Peak, in fact, was not to learn alchemy. My goal is to rise to the Martialpeak. If I were to try to study alchemy as well, I'm afraid it would be a distraction. Ha ha ha, who says an alchemist cannot stand at the Martialpeak? Whatever, you can stay at the Hidden Cloud Peak for the time. All right, that being the case, you can stay here. Thank you. The next day, Master, good morning. Greetings, Master Z. These days I did not teach you anything but instead observed your character. Old how it takes time to see through people's true nature, but this old master, for better or worse, has lived for many years and seen many people. Much unlike many of the spoiled young ladies born into great families, if you inherit this old master's mantle. If you are willing to, this old man will take you as his disciple. Disciple is willing. You, on the other hand, are a different story. Although you are young, you have suffered and endured much, which has caused you to mature much faster than those of your generation. Your true Che has been forced into a sharp sword along with your will, something that can only be achieved through taking many lives. But because your methods are decisive and ruthless, you are not someone who would slaughter an innocent. You and Yanner pursue different paths, so even though your attitude is better than Yanner's, I will not insist and will instead allow you to make your own way, Master. But since you passed this old man's test, it can be considered fate that you are here, so I will instead pass some other things to you and allow you to remain with Yanner for the time being on Hidden Cloud Peak. Thank you, Old Z. This is a copy of a special secret art. The two of you take this and study it, but remember you can only cultivate it for an hour every day. Yes, after a month. Hey, you two. Master has assigned a task to you two. Really? What kind of task? Master would like you to gather some herbs. This task that Old Z had given us is not difficult to complete, and the herbs are not rare and could be found growing in the wild quite easily. The only reason we did not immediately finish was that the required amount of each herb was quite high. It must be at least 30 years old. Auntie Xiang said that for the iron bone grass, 10 stalks would be enough, cousin. We're still missing one. I'm afraid Hidden Cloud Peak doesn't have any more of these herbs. We should probably go to other places to search. You mean Pill Saint's Peak, perhaps? Pill Saint's Peak was the ultimate forbidden zone in Medicine King's Valley. Common disciples could not even approach it within 3,000 meters, but it was still accessible. Cough, cough, we should split up to search. Be careful out there. I know. Although I can't see anyone, there is no doubt a master guarding the peak. Old demon, can you sneak in and check what the situation is like? If there is an immortal ascension master up there, the old servant would have no hope of escaping. Is there really no way? I had stayed on Hidden Cloud Peak for more than a month. Yet I was not even clear about what mystery he had been sent here to discover. You there. What peak are you a disciple of? Don't you know that no one is allowed within 3,000 meters of Pill Saint's Peak? Who is your master? Did he not tell you what the consequences of approaching Pill Saint's Peak were? Disciple greets Senior. This junior belongs to Old Zhao's Hidden Cloud Peak and was sent here today to pick herbs, Grandmother Z. You are the young boy who a month ago worshipped into a Hidden Cloud Peak. I am the one. This junior was only looing for herbs and unintentionally wandered too close. I hope that Senior can please forgive me. If you were any other disciple, you definitely wouldn't be able to avoid some punishment. But seeing as you have only recently joined Medicine King's Valley, I will forgive you just this once. Do not let it happen again. This disciple will remember. There really was an immortal Ascension Boundary Master on guard. How can I feel good about it? I discovered this stalk of iron grass bone first. How can you just lay claim to it like that? What happened? Junior's sister must be joking. This herb is the property of my Medicine King's Valley. Naturally, it is first come, first served. Who is your junior sister? I am Grandmother Zhao's disciple. According to seniority, all you have to do is call me senior. What is it? Do your little nephews want to snatch the things your Auntie Francies? Auntie, you just had the good luck to pass Grandmother Zhao's test and worship into his peak. Talking about what-ifs is useless now. Obediently hand over this auntie's herbs, or else I'll tell my master that you all intentionally offended me and refused to respect your seniors. Respected auntie, since you have worshipped into Hidden Cloud Peak, naturally you must be an alchemy genius, obviously. Respected auntie is looking for iron bone grass current. Yes, there aren't that many iron bone grasses in Medicine King's Valley right now. I wonder how many stalks respected auntie has found. I require 10, but have only found 2 stalks so far. What a coincidence. We happen to have collected a number of iron bone grasses. It should be enough to satisfy respected auntie's requirements, so you're willing to give them to me. Giving them all to you is naturally impossible. However, nephew is willing to use these iron bone grasses as a wager in a contest. If respected auntie can win, not only can I offer up our stalks of iron bone grass, but if any other herbs we have on us catch respected auntie's eye, then you may take them too. How about it? Isis respected auntie willing to play. This, if you want to exchange pointless, I will take you on. You want to exchange pointers. It's him, the other guy who managed to pass Grandmother Zhao's disciple test is also a disciple of Hidden Cloud Peak. Bullying a woman only shows how incompetent you are. Why don't you try me instead? Good. Since you asked for it, I will let you see my ability. Wait a minute. What you just said about betting your iron bone grasses, does that still count? Excellent, you 3 come together. Please enlighten me. So weak. And you dare to exchange pointers. Why the hell did you hit us? Nonsense. In an exchange of pointers, how could there not be any hitting? Don't touch me. Escort Young, let's go. Hurry up. How dare you decide us? I'll tell Grandmother Z about this and let him punish you. What the hell are they on about? Didn't they want to exchange pointers? Why are they whining about losing now? It's their own fault for being so weak. Let's just too quickly. Why do we have to run away? These iron bone grasses are what they wagered in that fight. It's not like we robbed them or something. We won them fair and square. Stop talking, you're making us lose face. Hidden Cloud Peak, why did you do that? Silly cousin, when alchemists say they want to exchange pointers, they're referring to competition in alchemy. Both sides take out the same set of materials and then refine them into pills. The one who produces the highest number of pills at the highest level of quality in the shortest amount of time is the winner, not like. They never said anything about that. How was I to know?